Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. This is breaking. There was a report that made rounds some few hours ago, and a lot of verifications have been made to that effect to find out how true this is, because it's quite a high profile issue, and the results are out. But let's find out what was making round some few hours ago that caused Nigerians to keep asking questions. How did it get here? And according to what we gathered, there's a report that made rounds. A blogger who had reported on his social media handle that Mr. Omotosho survived an assassination attempt early Saturday morning, just days after handing down the life sentence to Nnamdi Kanu. Now, according to this report, Mr. Omotosho was immediately rushed to the hospital as security forces scrambled to secure the area. But reacting, the Chief Registrar of Federal High Court, who has Suleiman Hassan, in a statement made available to journalists some few minutes ago, said that the report was untrue. The statement is titled "Rebuttal to False Publication by Celebrity Blogger on the Alleged Assassination Attempt on Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court." Now it reads, and I quote, "The attention of the Federal High Court has been drawn to a publication by a celebrity blogger alleging that the Honorable Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court Abuja survived an assassination attempt following the life sentence imposed on MNK Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We hereby very firmly and unequivocally declare that the said report is completely false and unfounded. The public is advised to treat this publication as fake news and refrain from further dissemination to prevent the spread of misinformation." Mr. Hassan therefore called on relevant security agencies to launch an investigation into the report with a view to arresting and prosecuting the culprits in line with the law. Now, given the gravity of the report, which has the potential to cause panic and undermine confidence in the judicial system, possibly intended as a form of intimidation, we call on the relevant security agencies and regulatory authorities to conduct a thorough investigation. Now, the goal being to identify and apprehend the perpetrators responsible for this false report and prosecute them in accordance with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, particularly those relating to cybercrime, defamation, and public misinformation. Now, reporter also has it that Mr. Omotosho had on Thursday sentenced Mr. Kanu, leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to life imprisonment after he was found guilty of 7-count terrorism offenses. The judge sentenced him to life imprisonment in relation to counts 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, which carried a death sentence each. Now, for count 3, relating to the offenses of belonging to a proscribed terrorist group, Mr. Omotosho sentenced him to 20 years imprisonment without an option of fine. On count 7, bordering on his unlawful importation of radio transmitter for the purpose of furthering the clandestine activities of Radio Biafra, which is not registered in Nigeria, the judge sentenced him to 5 years imprisonment without an option of fine. He, however, said that to extend the mercy of the defendant, counts 3 and 7 would run concurrently. But the judge, who noted that Mr. Kanu had been unruly all through the trial, said that the law allowed the court to sentence him to death for the terrorism offenses, but that he, the judge, as a Christian, chose the merciful path to the defendant, or chose to be merciful to the defendant, citing Matthew 23:23. Now, Justice Omotosho equally considered the allocators made by Obi Oku Agwocha, representing Ukwono Umuahia, North Umuahia South Federal Constituency of Abia in National Assembly on behalf of Mr. Kanu. He also ordered that the IPOB leader be kept in protective custody in any part of the country, but not in Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja, and that the radio transmitter be forfeited to the federal government. Now, besides, the judge ordered that Mr. Kanu, while in custody, should be restricted from making use of digital devices to prevent him from further incitement. He held that if Mr. Kanu must make use of a digital device, this must be closely monitored by the Office of the National Security Advisor. The judge held that regarding other exhibits found with Kanu, the State Security Services, SSS, the prosecuting agency, could bring an application for forfeiture to the federal government after the expiration of 90 days of appeal. Mr. Omotosho, who described Mr. Kanu's conduct as unruly behavior, said the defendant was not remorseful. I have no hesitation to conclude that the defendant has the tendency of being violent and it has not left him, the judge had said. Wow. And this brings to an end that hush tones. We got to hear about this information of the assassination attempt made on Justice James Omotosho. We're wondering how did we get here? Who did this? Where could it be coming from? Could it be PDP? A very professional body. They have taken a lot of quote unquote nonsense from a lot of political bodies, political politicians, and they have never reacted unruly. They have very nice gentlemen. We have seen Omotosho also give rulings on the issue of River State. And if you look at the likes of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, you would also agree with me that Siminalayi Fubara is also a very gentleman, and he's one who sues for peace. They don't look like that. And when they said, okay, it could be traceable to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I said to myself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right now, as it is already in Sokoto, one of the correctional centers. How there's no digital device with him? How? When was such a coordinated attempt done? And how come it was done? There was no one, as in no one knew, and although that's why the blogger brought it out, so investigations needed to be done, to find out how true this is. So it's good to note that the Federal High Court media person have decided to debunk this. So I believe also that Justice James Omotosho is safe and sound. But if you ask me also, I think Justice Omotosho also should find, now with this coming out, I think Justice James Omotosho should go with some level of security. Just me talking. I stand to be corrected though. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take?